Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and to the Crime Wheel Challenge, where we will be spinning this wheel, and whichever crimes come up, we are not allowed to do them on the level that we face. We're on the second level of challenges at the moment, so 2 crimes are going to be banned for each level that we take on. And hopefully, he says, the game's not going to crash. But I'm not 100% sure on that because I'm using experimental pre-release versions of some of the mods just to see if we can get freelancer variations working again. I disguised myself as someone much smarter than I actually am, infiltrated their modding Discord and helped myself to the pre-release versions of the mods. So if anything breaks, it's on me. But hopefully we'll get some variants in the maps. No, I think we'll start with Sapienza. Let's get our alerted map out of the way, first of all. Although, actually, I was spinning the wheel prior to selecting my maps, wasn't I? That was the smart thing to do, just in case we get a particularly mean-looking set of crimes. So I'll spin the wheel first, and we'll see what's coming up. Our first mission today, we are not going to be able to commit assault or theft, which means we could do everything on Sapienza. Suppose we should also double check our prestige though. Submachine gun epic, silence pistol kill epic. So with 2 kill epics on there and only 1 target on Sapienza, that would make life a bit more difficult. But we're limited on a number of targets wherever we go, really. Unless we do New York first. Let's go for Sapienza. We've got explosive proc, so we're going to do that. So we're going to go for time silent takedown. Now, we can't silently take people down because assault is not an option. So basically, our goal is find our target and give them a proc duck within 2 minutes of starting the level. We also can't steal things, so we can't get disguises. So I'm already second guessing my choices. I don't know if we want to do a timed run where we can't get disguises, because if our target's in the middle of the mansion or something, that could lead to bother. So actually let's go to New York, where things line up a bit nicer anyway, because we've got submachine gun kill epic and we've got submachine gun kill. So that makes more sense. High target bodies though. But that's probably fine. It's a shame that we've got theft though, so we can't help ourselves to the money whilst we're in New York, but that's fine, I guess. We could bring along our own chloroform, but then poisoning people is a form of assault, so we can't even do that. We need a shotgun. Oh, we can't take outfits, can we? So yeah, life is going to be interesting. We'll bring a seeker just cause. We'll bring a couple of ducks as well, maybe. Or do we bring a key hacker? That might come in handy, because we can't steal guards' key cards. Let's see how this works out for us. It might be a trail of bodies.
Welcome to New York.
Oh
Intel
dear.
tells us that the operative syndicate members are currently in the area.
So
You
it
know what to
seems
do.
as though one of the side effects of messing with the mods, as I have done, is that we now have to put up with Diana today. But that's fine. I just hope the mods are up and running properly next time. It's tricky because it's like you've got the modding SDK, which is a utility
But I know the boss is gonna come
which
down hard on
is required for a lot of the other mods to work. And then you've got the mods themselves, and it all needs updating for things to work properly. So you've got situations where we're waiting on people to get things done so that other people can get things done. And it's just a bit of a nightmare.
Easy, fellas.
Yeah,
Let 'em run dry.
you're coming around that way, are you? No? Just chilling? Look, you all know where I am.
You, go! Flush him out!
Yeah, flush me out. I dare you. What an idiot.
He's not hiding there anymore!
Famous last words.
Command, do you read me? Over. We've got a killer on the... Command, you there? Someone's causing panic.
Cause panic to you, mate.
What are you waiting for? Flush him out.
God, these guys are awful. Body fan, no way. Cool, so that's our guard shotgun. We are probably going to get more guards down here. But I think we can live with that. Oh yeah, we've got high target bodies, so we need to be a bit careful. No. Oh. Yeah, maybe we stand in here for a moment.
Calling in. Got a casualty.
Actually, maybe we go back to shotgun until we run out of ammo. That might be wise. Because this is not an area where subtlety is required, really. Although that guy,
No!
it's probably best
Jeez!
swinked from downtown. These blue shirts weren't ready for this. This is Black Suit's job. Why are blue shirts getting involved? They're not paid enough. Okay, that guy's just stopped panicking now.
I could use some assistance here.
Command, I've got someone on the ground. I'm moving in.
In he goes.
Oh my
She's
God.
panicking a bit.
Oh no, please don't die on me. You've been in a bad accident. I'm gonna find someone to help, okay?
Oops. Good old video game shotguns that can't shoot people beyond a few feet away. Right, there's one of our targets. We don't want it to get too antsy, or at least we can't assault people, so I can't do anything about this other person. She's gone to get help. There are 2 more guards up there. If there weren't 2 other guards up there, maybe I would have gone for the kill there and then dragged her in to this room and then dragged her through to this box. As long as we keep making more bodies though, there's going to keep being more panic.
Please do something about it.
And as long as there's more panic, more guards are going to be summoned.
What happened here?
So this cycle might not end for a while.
Why are you people dead? Oh my God!
I need some backup.
Oh yeah, you do.
Command, you read me. We've got multiple homicides.
Oops. There we go. We have got multiple homicides. Once we leave this, we're probably not allowed back in. Unless we drag a body, perhaps. So she's coming down again. We are allowed to knock her out and then drag her away and then submachine gun kill her. Oops, she spotted us. We're now compromised. That's awkward.
A little help would be appreciated. You there? I think
So,
something horrible has happened.
What?
There's an armed
What
guy
is wrong with
running
you?
around.
Can you tell me anything?
yeah, we're going to have to do that.
Jesus!
Lost visual. Anyone got eyes
my
on
God!
Tango?
No!
Yeah, you go this way.
Suspect not hit.
That would be great. No, she's going that way. Okay. Let's move this man. That should keep the door open. And here comes some guards. Cool. Now, she's probably the only person compromising us.
For the love of God, please! I need help!
But she's going to go and get more people. Maybe it's fine. She'll get more people. Oh, she's also compromising us. This could escalate. She's gone a long way away.
What's that command? Okay, continuing search.
Ooh, Ombudsman! Please help!
It'd be nice if we could get our target back down here before anyone else. Then maybe we could quickly knock her off and chuck her in there. Where's our second target anyway? Of course they're up on the second floor. So yeah, here she comes. Ah, but there's a guard running behind her.
Huh?
Excellent work, 47.
Shut up,
You've
Diana.
spread fear within the Syndicate.
I mean, I probably have spread fear within the Syndicate, to be honest. Nope. How did that guy not notice me?
Requesting assistance. You got assistance here. Command, you.
Didn't even need to come back for our briefcase. We've got a second briefcase out there that we could have used. But that's fine. We're back. Now, a lot of guards are going to be coming down there to clean up, so that might make life easier for us up here. We're probably not compromised up here very much. So let's see. Our target's over onto the side. And that's fine. Although it's not really, is it? Because we need to hide their body as well.
Well, she gets results. You're shut down. No. The only reason she comes in.
Where can we hide you?
Mister, you are currently trespassing in a restricted area.
Yep.
I'm taking you out of here.
Okay.
Follow me.
Sure thing, friend. Now, where have we got boxes down here anyway? How far are we going?
Sound
We're
promising.
going all the way back.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's know
That's
when he
it.
comes
Run
out.
along now. Don't come this way again.
Okay, we're going this far. What if I pulled out a secret at this point? That guard would notice. Of course he would.
I gotta hurl.
That was cheeky. Yes, come this way, friend. For those who didn't see last time, we are allowed to assault our targets, because the rules don't apply to our targets specifically. At least assault and murder don't. Because if we couldn't murder our targets, then it'd be a bit of a silly challenge, wouldn't it? And poisoning counts as assault, therefore we're allowed to poison our targets.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate. Return to
Excellent.
the safe house. Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
Where's my briefcase gone? Oh, just drop it. Okay. Do you have anything I can buy? Nothing I can afford, because we can't rob the safe, so
You need anything else?
guess it's time to go home before any more people compromise us. So, guards out front, are they orange? Doesn't look like it. That's a reasonable start. Things went about as well as I could have hoped, and we got a perfect run. So what do we have? Unsilenced, pistol kill, epic. So again we've got two kill methods, but now we've also got collateral accident. But that doesn't play nicely with proximity explosive. Because prox explosive has to be a specific bomb type dealio. So we're not going to get a perfect run just because we're limited on targets once again. But let's see which crimes are banned before we make any decisions. Alright, this one should be interesting. We are banning littering and trespass. So we can't throw things on the floor. We can't distract people in that fashion because littering is banned. Trespass is also banned, which means we can go into trespass areas only if we've got the right type of outfit. So I think with the fact that we don't have murder or assault on there, it's now a good time for an alerted map. So with only one target, we are missing out on explosive kill procs because I'd rather do a prestige objective. So we'll take unsilenced pistol kill epic. No perfect run makes me sad, but what can you do when you've only got one target on the level? I should probably put in a request on that modding Discord for a mod that just lets you add additional targets. I think every level should have at least 2, and then I wouldn't have to worry about these objective problems, hopefully. But we'll worry about that down the line. What else might we want for Sapienza? There's a possibility that we'll have to get into the biolab, so I'll bring a key hacker along. We don't really need a duck because we've only got the one target to worry about. There might be a safe, but we can always just crack it the old-fashioned way. Let's bring a coin. Let's see which Sapienza we're on. This should tell us whether or not Freelancer Variations is working at all, probably. Alright, so we are up in the tower. The mansion is active by the look of it, and our target is down on the pier. This doesn't tell us at this point specifically whether or not we're on a Variations version of the map. If we're not, then I'm just going to assume at this point that I've just broken the rest of my mods without fixing Variations. Which is possible. It's a very convoluted process, applying mods to Hitman. It's not the fault of the mod makers, it's just how the game works. Oh wait, we're trespassing. Frig. But then again, I suppose we were trespassing anyway, weren't we? We started in a trespassing zone, so we didn't have a lot of choice. So all we can do is stop trespassing as soon as possible. Like so. Once again, the trespass challenge leads to me starting in a trespassing zone, as it did in Colorado. So this outfit won't let us into the mansion. We want to go to the mansion because there's a safe in there. There's a supplier in there. But we probably want to deal with our target first. Everything's looking pretty vanilla on the old map. So yeah, I'm thinking that adding the pre-release versions of Variations and its mission companion mod that's required for Variations to run has just broken everything else. We have Diana back for some reason, so it's broken that. It might have broken the improved surveillance mod as well, I'm not really sure on that one. Can we... Okay, the SDK is working. The pre-release version of that I've got installed is working, because we can still do FreeCam. So that's one thing that's working. I've noticed though that my health bar is also missing, so that's something that was working in the previous video that isn't anymore.
An explosion or something? Nah, no. Like that. One of the lab people forgot to seal a hatch or something, and there was a chemical reaction. We know that sound.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the Syndicate.
Hooray.
Get back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
Excellent work. Now, back up to the mansion is where we need to be. You are going which way? You're standing over there. You're probably a prime target then for a shotgun kill. Probably be found. But we won't be there anymore, so that's fine. And maybe if we take out a mansion guard, that would firstly give us our third kill, but it would also give us a way into the mansion. We could also go for Rocco's pants, but then we'd have to dig out our shotgun once we're in there. Are there any more bodyguards in that building on this version of the map? I don't think so. Alright, there's a couple of bodyguards here. We can't distract them with the old throwing briefcase, because that's not allowed. But we can with the sink. Is that going to get their attention? Lads? What about this one? I thought littering was going to be the least problematic of the challenges, and yet here it is causing us bother by not allowing us to lure these guards where I want them. And you're coming in, so we don't want to Yeah, you're coming in as well. We don't want to cause a ruckus in here. Well, there's like
Seriously.
half a dozen witnesses hanging around. Are there any more guards up here? No, this area's all a bit quiet on vanilla. Oh, we're trespassing. Can't do that. So I guess we will just make our way into the mansion. And then when we're in the mansion, we will just have to whip out our shotgun briefly and then pop it back in our briefcase. Question is, can we get into Rocco's apartment without trespassing? Yeah, we are trespassing if we go in there. So we can't get Rocco's pants. We're allowed in our own room, but then are we allowed on this roof? We're allowed on this roof. Oh no, we're not allowed on that part of it. Okay. What about down here? No, trespassing again. Okay. I'm worried about taking no damage, you see. We could just blast a couple of guards. But then that could lead to hassle down the line. Like those guys, for instance. We can't really blast them, then take their outfit without anyone noticing. We can't climb up there because that would be trespass. What if we went back to the beach and then tried to get into the mansion another way? Well, maybe we could get a server outfit from somewhere else that's not Rocco's pants. Would that allow us in? I think we'd be trespassing if we went into the church and tried to get the Biolab outfit. We wouldn't be trespassing in the graveyard though, would we? No. So this is fine.
Sorry, buddy. Security was just notched up. You know how it is. So, can't let you through.
I'm one of you, my friend.
Do not have clearance. Turn around now.
But yeah, that is
That's the
trespassing.
way, sir.
Okay. And over here we've got more security. And gardeners. We're trespassing in the sewers even. This outfit's really not great for getting around.
Be careful out there.
I'll be careful. Careful to complete my guard challenge. Someone's gonna notice that dude. I'm sure of it. Heck with it. We're guarding. How do we get in there? Because if we're going through the main door, won't we get frisked?
Well, yes, absolutely.
We've got a key hacker for this side door though. And if we've timed it just right, then Rocco's sister is going to go through. And we can follow. Wonderful. Tailgating. It's a security risk. But she hasn't been educated on these things. Lacks security there from Silvio. And we're not trespassing in the garage. Good. Okay, this guy doesn't have the gold baller that was on offer before, so
If you need anything else,
even if the... Well, actually, if we rob the safe, then we might have the cash. Then we just need a guard outfit, don't we? So, how do we get a guard outfit without being able to throw distractions at people? At least all the cameras are off.
Media tycoon based in Mexico
That's
City.
good. Because of the old mod being broken. There's no secure guards. Ah, there's one that comes down here, doesn't he? Or does he not? No, he only comes down here if we distract him. We could possibly... Oh, maybe he does come down here. We could possibly distract him by putting our briefcase on the floor. But I'm going to say that that still counts as littering. And there's a golf coach, so we can't do a lot there. Maybe over by the ruins.
I'm not sure I know who you are.
Shut up. We don't need sus gardens following us around. Should have been more careful there. I think we'll get away with that. Could potentially shoot those two guards. And then the gardener will run off and panic. And we help ourselves to some more clothes. But no, here comes one of our guards. Good. I think we can use bullet distractions. They're a lot more high risk than regular distractions, so I'm willing to allow those. But we're not shooting close enough to this lad to get one off, apparently. What about the guy up here? Is anyone going to notice if we just ice this lad?
You idiot!
Yeah.
I need help! On the floor, do it! Yeah, take a deep breath. Exactly as I said. Understand?
Okay, so that hasn't really helped. Unless that body gets dragged somewhere nice. But whilst all this panic is happening, we could eliminate that guy.
I need your help. Okay, thank God, there you are. There is
Cool. Mission accomplished.
someone causing trouble.
We can now get about the place. Silvio is not being brought into this room, it seems. And this is the room with the safe, so wonderful. That guy looked nice and relaxed there, but we'll drag him away anyway. I thought there was a box there. There is. Don't know why I couldn't see that for a second. There's the safe. So we'll pop back to supplier, we'll buy a gun, and then we'll go home. All will be well. Although, is that quite enough? 37,213. It was 37 something. It might have been like 37,500 for a gun. We might be just shy of the cash we need after all. Oh good, we can buy the sniper rifle.
You need more? You know where I am.
Fantastic. Would have been a great shame if we'd returned only to find that we couldn't afford anything. More bodies found. Sounds like someone else's problem to me. And it's time for us to head home once again. It occurs to me I've not given any thought whatsoever to which map we're doing as the showdown, so it is going to be
Good job,
Mendoza.
47. We know
Neutralise the lookout's often a good bet, but is the wheel going to play nicely? Theft has popped up. So we can't nick things on the level, which effectively means it's going to be suit only. Oh dear. Also, firearms. So what that means is we can only use guns and such if we're in the right outfit to use guns. If we're a civilian, we can't use guns. And because we've got theft, it's effectively suit only. So it's going to be suit only, no firearms. So how does that affect matters? Explosive kill proximity. We could go for neutralize the lookout. We can't do assault rifle or shotgun because we're not allowed to use guns, as previously mentioned. So we're limited on what we're going to actually be able to get done. We can't bring Seeker. We can bring a screwdriver because we can stab people for sure. Do we bring a second explosive just in case? We could do. One of the others wasn't like collateral explosion, was it? Let's just double check. Collateral accident. But we need to do prox explosive, so yeah, we'll stick with neutralizer lookout. If we're living the dream, we'll take out both a lookout and our target with an explosive. But that seems highly unlikely to be something that's going to occur. Who are we after anyway? Business meeting, bookworm dehydrated, and they're a hatless blonde with glasses. and jewellery. Very well.
Be careful, 47.
Gosh, she really bangs on at the start of the Syndicate. A showdown mission. I had forgotten
Many surveys?
exactly how much chatting she likes to do. Now you are eating, so it's not you. So that's 2 targets down. I wonder if we take down a lookout first, because explosives are noisy and tend to alert lookouts to our presence. We don't want them all to flee the map before we get a chance. They are everywhere, the little buggers. So that person over there is a smoker, so it's not them. That woman's blonde and hatless. Is that an earring? Maybe. Yeah, that's an earring. So she fits the bill. She's moving with purpose, like she's on her way to a meeting.
It looks
Business.
like the possible suspect is taking part in a business deal. Maybe it's something to look into.
I feel like that's our suspect, you know. So what's the plan? Lookout first or suspect first?
Huh?
She definitely fits the bill, but there are others it could still be, so maybe we try and rule them out just to be on the safe side. Someone over here was smoking, so it wasn't them. You're grey haired anyway, so it's not you.
Well, hello, sir.
You're grey haired, so it's not you. So we're down to like 2. The other one is upstairs somewhere. I wonder if the lookout over here is going to be easiest to isolate. So we can take them down all quiet like. Oh wait, that's technically theft, isn't it? We're not allowed to take stuff, even if it comes from our own boxes that Diana has arranged for us to be there. I feel it still counts as theft. That guy doesn't want to get distracted. We can't make a quiet little spot out here for our lookout friend to join us. He might give up bombing eventually, though. This is probably a good time to get the lookout when he stood there-ish. Yeah, we can definitely get his attention. Oh yeah, we did get that guy. Is he going to go back inside now?
Somebody try to be funny here or what?
Or is he going to come back over and vom some more?
Wow. I heard that.
Yeah, come on over, friend. So we've cleared this out. If lookout comes back... Oh, target just had a drink. That's a good sign.
Huh?
That may have got his attention. Can we get it again?
Nothing.
No. Don't go back. Don't go back. Just keep coming. Yeah, this could work.
Show yourself, you coward.
Here I am. Wonderful. So that's prestige out of the way. Now you are in fact our target.
Your target is trying to get away. Move.
I should have thrown the prox explosive, but that's fine. Oops, and I've accidentally just picked up her phone, which is theft. But that was an accident. Can we drop it again? Looks like we can't drop it again, but we're not going to use it, so it's fine. Where's our supplier? parking area. We've got no money.
Good job, 47.
Hooray.
You eliminated the leader.
So once again, we've done everything that we can. Wasn't the worst thing in the world, that level. I do generally dislike Mendoza's a showdown though.
Jeez, can you believe these
Some people are like, oh yeah, I'll just stand at the top and I'll snipe everyone until my target reveals themselves and then I'll snipe them. Job's a good one. But as someone who likes to complete all my challenges, it's tricky because the targets are always in public places. But we've survived. We're on to level 3. So where to next? Let's see if we can find some fresh maps. It doesn't really matter what our goals are on the level because we might be banned from doing them anywhere by the old crime wheel. Sick Games. It's a fairly fresh set of maps. We'll do Paris, Berlin or Hokkaido today. We'll spin the old wheel first of all to see what's being banned, and now that we're on level 3, it's 3 crimes. Wheel says vandalism is banned. So, no breaking of anything really. What else does it have to say? Murder's off the list again. And finally, firearms. I think that could be worse. So we can use guns if we've got a guard outfit. And we can get a guard outfit because we don't have theft. But we can't be vandalising stuff. Submachine gun kill epic is an option. So where are we going? Paris wants us to hide bodies, concuss guards. We haven't got assault, so we could do that. And poison a target. That all seems fine. Berlin only wants 1 target, silent takedown, rare melee. So there's a few different assault based things on here that we may or may not be able to do depending on what we've got. Poison guard, poison target, blind guard. I think Paris. Hide target bots, poison target, pacify with concussives, and submachine gun kill epic. So we'll get ourselves a bodyguard outfit, and then we can do gun-based crimes. And we can pacify people with concussives, which means we can get an outfit without having to murder any guards. Do we bring our own concussives or do we just get a fire extinguisher? Ah, that's a point. We can't destroy fire extinguishers because that's vandalism. So we're going to need to bring our own concussives, which means maybe we leave our wrench at home. Although, both the concussive ducts are size 1. Okay. I think we've got everything we need. Let's see if Paris is going to be kind today. Okay, one of our targets is in the pagoda garden. There'll be a bodyguard. We've also got someone on the 2nd floor, Eric, and then we've got Andre who is in the security area on the top floor. So, lots of guard heavy places that we need to be. And murder is off the menu. Except for targets. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
What?
Are you coming over? You are. Well, that's our outfit sorted. Should we pick up your gun? Basically lets us refill our ammo. I mean, what we could do here, you know, is throw an old rubber duck in there.
Jesus Christ! Is that an explosion?
That only hit
What the
one.
hell that
How did that only hit one?
was? Hello?
I was expecting all 3. But no, apparently not. So our targets are roaming about in here. Are there other people roaming about? There's those 2. They're both just knocked out. That's good. Poisoning our target is probably a good bet at this stage.
I gotta hurl. Right now.
So, where are you going? You're going that way. Down you go. Oops. I wanted that. Someone's investigating a distraction. I'm not sure where that distraction is, but that's fine.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done, 47.
Now let's chuck this guy in the river. So it's going well. Hiding our man on the top floor could be trickier. Maybe I didn't even need to seek it on that lad. But maybe it's fine. We'll go to the top floor, see what we can do up there.
Ow.
Hello everyone. Don't mind me.
What do you need? I might have it.
You got it.
Now our man has got a Krugermeyer, so we'll purchase
Good
that.
choice. You know where I am if you need more.
And then we're allowed in
Wow, a bodyguard.
here. How many guards do we have to worry about on this side? Yeah, there's a box. There's our man. Is he going to be the one who hears it if we throw a wrench down here? Is anyone going to hear it if we throw a wrench down here? Good. No, I don't think anyone else would notice.
Don't let this get to you, man. Calm and smile. Calm and smile.
If we did a bit of this. Yeah, that guy's having a drink. He's the only one, probably, who will see anything.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate.
Wonderful. So that's 2 of 3. And we're still potentially on for a perfect. So our next guy is on this floor, and we've got Seeker available still. This should go fairly straightforwardly, I would hope. Or has our next man gone upstairs again? Bloody gone upstairs. Yeah, he's come back down. Fantastic. Which way is he going? Going over there.
Oh God!
We're not far from a bathroom. And it's probably got a cupboard in it. I think it has anyway. I hope it has. Yeah, it does. Great. So a quick
Excellent work.
clunk and a crunch.
You've spread fear within the Syndicate. Return to the safe house. Collect yourself. I'll be in touch.
And that's the perfect run out of the way. You can always rely on Paris. It's a good, honest level where you can just get stuff done. It probably helps that it was the very first level, so for a time it was the only level because of their episodic nature of releases for Hitman 1. So I think everyone's probably got good and used to Paris over the years. Maybe not the new folks. If you only started playing with like World of Assassination, then Paris is as new to you as any of the others. but that's not the case for us. And there we have it, another successful set of missions. Hopefully next time I'll be more successful in getting all my mods up and running. It's been about 3 weeks since I recorded the last episode and there hadn't been any update on the SDK, but hopefully there will be before next time, and then that will allow the other mod makers to get their work done and everything will be back to normal. Until then though, thanks for watching friends. I'll see you soon.